The HEMI 5.7 found in the Chrysler, Dodge, and Ram vehicles. Today we're going to be doing a cold air intake installation. Let's get to it. Go ahead and do a little unboxing as well, I guess. This is just one of those $50 eBay kits. If you want to spend more money on a K&N or something crazy like that, absolutely go for it. I would if it meant more to me, but it just doesn't. This kit will gain you, 5-10 horsepower. If you think putting a cold air intake on your car is going to get you like 30 horsepower, just stop. That's not happening. But 5 or 10 horsepower is very realistic, even with a $50 eBay cold air intake like this. And I do recommend that if you can spend $50 and gain possibly 10 horsepower, I highly recommend doing it. Go ahead and pull off our engine cover. Let me just move that out of the way. And we need to remove the connector for our air intake temperature sensor right here. And we'll go ahead and start taking the rest of this thing apart. I'm just going to go ahead and unclip the box real quick. And pull that up. Just connect our PVC hose. What is that, an 8mm? $8mm for the hose clamps, or a flathead screwdriver, whatever you've got. And it looks like this is bolted right here, but we can just pull that right up and pull this whole thing out. And I'm gonna get rid of that bracket too, because I don't like that. That looks ugly. 16mm. This box is held in by this 10mm bolt right here. You can just lift this whole thing straight up and out. And that is pretty much all there is to it. I like leaving this hose here because it helps direct air from the upside of the fender and give you some fresh air from the outside. Let's go ahead and start the installation. Starting with our heat shield, and we have this nice piece that helps insulate the edges. And we're just going to force that on and keep working our way around. These 45-degree turns can be a bit of a pain, but once you get it in there, you can just stuff it on in. There you go. And as you can see, this will fit right down in here. And we have a spot to reinstall that 10mm bolt. Good. Install our 45, but we're not going to clamp anything down yet until we get the entire thing installed properly. When you install this pipe, make sure that your PCV valve hose is right here. Next, we've got our little dampener that lets us go between the tubing right here. Now we take our cone piece, this is the side the cone goes on, and this side goes inside of our hole right here for the heat shield. And make sure you've got your hose clamp already pre-installed. Let me go ahead and install this. And with all these pieces now installed, I'm going to go ahead and start buttoning these things down. And we can now get our really big hose clamp. Start that off on our filter, making sure that the clamp is going to be facing upwards. Go ahead and put that on there. Is this one an 8? It is. It is an 8. Interesting. Always fun. Alright. And before we put that down too tight, I'm going to come in here, do one more check to make sure it's pushed all the way on. Sideways there for a second. I don't think that's going to make a difference, but I still don't like it. So I'm going to reposition that and put it back down.
You've got mail.
Hooray, I have mail. Now we can come in here real quick. We're going to pull out the PCV hosing right here and replace it with the hose that they give you. And as you see, it's a little bit too long. I don't like this kink that it's putting in it right here, if you guys can see that. So it's got a bit of a kink right here where it's doing a harsh turn. I'd rather this be a little bit shorter and come straight like that. So I think I'm just gonna cut maybe 3-4 inches off of that. Yeah, there we go. See, that's much smoother. I like that a lot better. All right. And last but not least, we'll have a little grommet for our intake air temperature sensor. And we're just gonna, kind of looks like that right there. We're just gonna go ahead and install this into our 45-degree elbow. Why is my camera moving? Stop it, Ghost. I'm trying to record a video. And yes, you do kind of have to be forceful with this. There you go. You can use some tools with that if you need to, a flathead screwdriver or something, but you don't really need to. You just got to kind of give it a second to get warmed up, and then it'll move a lot easier. And remove the sensor from your old intake and install. It does help to screw this one in a little bit as you're applying force. And there you go. And make sure you plug it back in. Put the cover back down. And that's pretty much all there is to installing your cold air intake on your 5.7 HEMI. If you'd like to see more videos on this vehicle, make sure you check out that video next. I made that one just for you. But other than that, if this video helps you out, leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe. We'll see y'all next time.